Good morning, this is my trade review from yesterday, which was the 27th of June. Today I'm looking, firstly the reason I didn't do my review last night was because I've been on my machine all day and I was a bit tired, so I thought I'll do it today instead. And also I had a disappointing day. I was disappointed in myself. I let my losers run too far and I had a great start of the day, but I just let myself down. We can see here, let's take a quick review of what happened yesterday. So we've been watching the hourly coming down this trend line, putting a series of lower highs and lower highs, and then we saw this double bottom. So alarm bells should have been ringing on this double bottom. It's the first time we've not created a new low, so I should have been watching really for a reversal, but in my mind I was thinking short because I had these levels in place here, here, and even up here I had levels in place for a short, and I had a long level, I was waiting for a long to come back down here. In fact, what I wanted to see was a pullback down to this trend line like it has done, followed by a bounce. So even though I was trying not to be biased, I was a little bit biased on, really, I was looking to go short really. Old habit. I should have gone into the day without any bias at all. So let's take a look at my trade. So I took one trade in the morning. Let's go into my 5-minute chart. And the trade in the morning was off of this level here, 4387. So I was watching this area here, pre-market high, and I was watching for the volume, and the volume was quite high anyway. It's a bit choppy. It's just off the open. I went in quite light with just 2 contracts. My starter position is 2 contracts now. It used to be 1, and I wanted to add, but I only had 2 contracts. So I got in just there, and I ran it back down, and I was out on the VWAP. So that was a good trade. And that's probably where I should have walked for the day, because the market was chopping around quite a lot. It's chopping around, chopping around, chopping around. But then I missed this, and what I should have been watching for, just come back out so we can see the pre-market. So the level was already marked up on my chart, and so what I should have been waiting for, we noticed a double bottom because we saw that on the hourly. This is the pre-market high, which is already marked up. I've already taken that bounce. I tried shorting here again for another bounce back down, and I was stopped out. And I totally missed the fact that we were breaking the pre-market high, and we were putting in a series of higher lows and higher highs. And what I should have been doing, and if you look on the 2-minute chart, it's more obvious. Was a break and retest of this area. Right, so back to my pen. So we saw it break out of this area, then it came back down and put in a lower low. So this was the first area I missed. I should have been aware of this because I'd already taken out the long, the short up here, and I'd come out on the VWAP, and it bounced off the VWAP. Then it tried breaking it, and I think that set my bias for the day. I was thinking short. And then we put in another higher high there, and then a higher low. And I should have really been watching for maybe a trap bar or just a break and retest of this area. And you can see it happened. It broke through, it came back, and it pushed up. Well, in fact, it pushed up for the rest of the day. And I've got to get better at this because I can't keep missing the obvious trades like this. And my bias was short, and I'll show you exactly where I went wrong. So I had a winning trade here, a losing trade, probably not too badly losing trade here. Then I took a short here because I was expecting it to bounce off, and I thought it might be curling over for a rejection. And I took a loss. I stopped out there. Then I took another short on this area, just a emptive short. I didn't even let it get into the zone. And then I added again here, and I added again there, and I stopped out again there. And let's just go further up, and so here is when I did actually make a good trade. I wouldn't say good trade, because I was trading all day, and I should have walked around here. That should have been my out. I should have walked out. I should have walked away and just not even looked at my charts again. But I noticed we come up to this level. I had this area marked up at 44.27, and it was chopping around. It broke through. We saw higher volume as well, and I saw volume coming in on every break. And then so I did get in up here. I think I got in on the pullback as it's coming back down, and then I added again on this area here. And I did ride it down, and I waited. I oversized as well, because I was a bit pissed off, because I was all my gains in the morning I lost on these free trades here. So I oversized, and even though I recovered some of the funds for some of my losses, it's still a red day overall. And I got out when the market closed at 5 p.m. Eastern time, about here. So that was the only good trade. The start and the end of the day were the only two good trades. The rest of it, I need to learn to keep my stops tighter, and I need to realise that if we're in an uptrend, and we couldn't have been any more in an uptrend, because it's so obvious when you look back, putting in higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then a bit at the end. So I missed out on all of this. I could have got in, and we like to see it move in three waves. That's the first wave, the second wave, the third wave, and look at that, and then it reverses on the fourth wave. I had lots of opportunity to get in. And the other thing, it was always above the 50 moving average. So I should have realised straight away that it was trending up for the day. And I should have only been looking at long plays instead of shorting, because I'm shorting into strength, and it's not a good way to trade. So I'm not very happy how I traded today, but I'm going to work from this. That's why I'm doing my trade review, because I want to obviously improve on what I'm looking at, and I want to catch these big runs. I don't want to be trying to short the market at every red candle. Take a look at the 30-minute. Look at that. I was still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 green candles in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that. And I was just trying to short it. It's not good. Anyway, that's my trade review. A losing day, but hopefully today will be a better day.